What's up, y'all? We back again. This is still day 19. We at the back end of the long day that we had. We did have a double today. Man, it was a long day, y'all. It was a long day. Took a little break earlier, gave you guys a little motivation. But man, we didn't make a whole lot of dollars today. It was so slow. I think everybody was just out enjoying this beautiful day. Not a lot of people just kind of coming into my job to sit down and eat. They probably were out on in a lot more recreational area enjoying the weather. It was a beautiful day. It was probably 80 degrees. It was gorgeous. So if you were able to get out there and enjoy this beautiful weather, I applaud you, because sometimes just sitting out on the patio or sitting inside of a restaurant ain't the move on a day like this. So you might be at the park, maybe having a little picnic. You might grab a little to go from somewhere and sit in your car, excuse me. But nevertheless, however it worked out for you guys, hopefully you have a blessed and eventful day. I hope that you guys were tackling goals and everything like that. This is day 19. As I said, this will be like video part 2. The first video turned out kind of weird. Maybe it's because I put a clip of a picture inside the video, but I'm not sure. But it was like low quality video, and it was like down the center of the screen, which was weird too. So I guess in the future, if I post a video like that, I'll just put a clip or put the picture on my channel and not inside the video. But if anybody knows why I did that, please comment below. I'm not sure, but when you turn your phone sideways into landscape, it's like the whole video is like just down the middle of the screen. Kind of odd, but nevertheless, we put it out anyway. I even tried to pull it off and re-upload it again in a different fashion. It was still kind of weird. So hopefully it turned out okay, guys. I'm sorry if it's kind of bogus. It does look kind of whack to me. So either way, the message is out there, guys. And the message was that, just stay focused on your goals. I showed a picture of my weight loss recently, and your boy lost like 35 pounds and didn't even realize it, really. And we definitely didn't realize how short of a span it was in. But just showing you guys that diligence and consistency will definitely get you where you're trying to go. But yeah, guys, like I said, we didn't make a whole lot of money today, but it's something on top of the pile, and I'm grateful for that. We are not going to work out today. We need some more rest. Your boy been grinding too hard, and I am tired. But not only that, I got a lot of things that I want to try to get organized in my life, because I'm trying to move within the next month or so. And I definitely don't want to hold that up, because I also have to take care of other things like file my taxes and everything. And I need this out the way. Excuse me. Need this out the way so I can get that rolling, because Lord knows Uncle Sam don't be playing no games. He'll just take you and just, him you up against the wall. He gonna get his money. He gonna get his dollars regardless. So if you trying to evade Uncle Sam, you can forget about it. There's no evasion possible. That boy be on it. So this goes out to all y'all that's skipping out on your taxes, man. Do your taxes. He don't play. But with all that being said, like I said, guys, tomorrow we work one shift. Man, today I ain't made jack. Like I said, something on the pile. I made $48 in my first shift, which was really only 2 hours. You know, I got there at 11 and I was cut by 1. Had to do a little side work or whatnot, and I just kind of really just hung out until my second shift. Filmed that little video in between because I was really inspired by talking with my friends at work, and I decided to go ahead and drop y'all a little motivation. Fast forward, got to my second shift. Second shift was just fine. It was still super slow. I got cut super early. Started at 4, and by say 7:30 I was cut. So I only made about 74 in my second shift. I know. It's up and down some days, guys. Like I said, weather depicts a lot when you're in the serving industry, in the restaurant industry. You know, if it's a nice day, chances are people not coming into your restaurant. You know, I'm sure the restaurant owners can tell you the same thing. If you own a restaurant out there, drop it in the comments below how much weather affects, you know, you just making, you know, projected sales for that day or that week or whatever the case may be. And if you've been in the serving industry, drop a comment down below. I'm sure you guys know. You know, this is technically my first time serving, really, you know. So, you know, it's crazy how much it affects it, you know. Crazy how much just a sunny day can affect it. It could bring in a lot of people depending on the day, or it can take them completely away, especially the time of year. You know, this is the first nice day we've had in a long time, you know, like this. So I'm thinking everybody was just like, I'm not going into sit down anywhere. Let's go to the park. Let's go to the water. Let's go, you know, outside somewhere. But like I said, nevertheless, it's a few dollars on the pile. It's more dollars than I would have had sitting at home. You know, when I was sitting at home, I'd probably spend more money than I make. You know, and if you ain't making money, you don't want to spend money, especially when you got goals. And I need to move. I need to file my taxes. It's about time for an oil change on old Sparky here. So we gotta get all that stuff lined up. Plus the car note is coming up on the 15th. The car insurance is gonna be on the 19th. So we got a couple more weeks. You know, I don't want to touch anything that I put away thus far. I want to make that money for those two things plus some, so that I can have a little nest egg stashed away when I do move. But we good. We still working towards our goal. We still in a decent spot. You know, I just don't want to go below that. So still cooking at home. Just kind of cook enough for a few days in advance so I don't have to, you know, worry about it when I get home, because I got other things to do. I got to work out some days, you know. I got to focus on, you know, this move. I got to get my life organized, and I really don't have time to come home every day and figure out what I'm eating. It's kind of like what's the guy that owned started Apple, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day, guys. Same outfit. It was like a turtleneck and jeans. It was like a turtleneck and jeans. And he did that so that he didn't have to occupy his mind with something that didn't matter, like what he was going to wear every day. He just had one outfit, several of those. He would just go in the closet, grab the turtleneck, grab the jeans, and that's what he wore to free up his mind from thinking about useless things. And I know pretty much what diet I want to eat every day so that I can accomplish my goals, and I got other things I need to worry about. So I'm sure a lot of people that food prep have the same mindset where it's like, I don't want to think about this. I just kind of want to have my food so that when I come home, I can go ahead and eat, you know, shower, work out if you need to, and concern yourself with more pressing issues. And also it eliminates a lot of room for you to kind of do something that you shouldn't be doing, like going to Whataburger. What a burger? What a burger? What a burger? One day I'm gonna say it right the first time. What a burger. It's like a wow. What a burger. What a burger. Now, Whataburger, I don't know where I'm getting that from. I don't know if I heard it somewhere, or I think other people say it the same way. Anyway, man, like I said, we on day 19, guys. We still going strong. This is day 19 part 2. The first video is weird and wonky, but you all got the message. And what I was saying in that video, if you want to go back and watch it, I really do suggest you do, because I had a fire lit up under my behind when I filmed the video. I literally told my friend, like, hey, I'm about to go film this video. He said, yeah, man, go for it. So I was like, all right, here I go. And I got out there and filmed it. It was a beautiful day. But the message was that everything that you go through in life is meant to happen. And you can overcome anything if you just plant the right seeds and water them. And some of the things that I struggle with are in that video. We're talking about obesity. We're talking about alcoholism. You know, those are just a couple of the things that I struggle with. You know, I am currently just over 3 years sober. And, you know, from being a functioning alcoholic, you know, I went through some things earlier on in life, like the loss of my mother, my obesity, and things of that sort, where it kind of, you know, was like the perfect storm for me to have a lot of anxiety, and which I didn't know at the time it was depression, you know. And alcohol was kind of one of those things to come in and just kind of helps you kind of just alleviate that stress and that anxiety. And it's not a solution, but it definitely is a unhealthy coping mechanism. So that just evolved itself into a dependency on it almost. And, you know, I really couldn't see my life without it for a long while. I didn't know what it would look like to be sober. I didn't know what it would feel like. And I didn't know how I would get there. But one thing I did know is that I would stop one day. I just didn't know how and when. You know, and also I didn't know what life would be like after that, or rather it was going to be too appealing for me. And that's just the hard, honest truth. And I've been to AA. I've been to AA down here. I haven't been in a little while, which is something that I'm definitely going to start back doing soon. But when you were in there, it definitely helps, because you're in a room full of people that you would look at on the street. You're talking about like successful people, like multimillionaires. Some of them own businesses. Some of them are mentoring other people. They have kids, families, wives, you know, children. They got, you know, some are on the verge of being homeless. Some are, you know, devout Christians. Some are, you know, motorcycle drivers that, you know, don't agree with the with religion, or don't believe in God. But nevertheless, we all have similar stories where it's like, you know, this addiction, this dependency has taken a toll on our lives, and we made a choice to change. So like I said, you never know who you're talking to when you're talking to them. And a lot of those people in there give you hope and inspiration because it makes it relatable, especially when you're in a situation where you think that nobody understands what you're going through. And then you get into a room full of people that are highly successful, functioning, and they've been functioning at a high level for a long time, but they just had this thing that honestly is really socially acceptable until you find out how wrapped up people are in it and what toll is taken on their personal lives and sometimes your professional life. So guys, I want you all to stay hopeful if you're out there struggling with anything. Like I said, rather be obesity, rather be lust, or you're just struggling with alcoholism, or you have an anger issue, or maybe you're too kind to people. A lot of people are just too kind to people and they get taken advantage of, and that's can be just as detrimental to your life. If you're a person that doesn't establish healthy boundaries, right, and you're letting people take advantage of you left and right, that can really destroy your life. That can destroy, that could take a toll on you. That could destroy your confidence. People out there, saying, hey, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? And instead of you looking at the situation for what it is, like, is this person gonna pay me this money back? Or is this time I'm giving to this person going to be reciprocated? Or do I have this time or this money to give freely to this person? Or it's like you do have to establish some healthy boundaries with people. You can be kind and you can be giving and you can be generous, but you don't want to be taking advantage of people. So there's sometimes too much of a good thing can be poisonous. Hell, you can get poisoned from drinking too much water. You could die. You have too much of a certain vitamin in your body, you could die. You get too much sunlight, you could die. But it's also the same if you get too little of it. So it's like there is a healthy balance. You do have to establish boundaries, and you have to know what's healthy and what's unhealthy. Same thing with food and alcohol and all different sorts of things. So guys, take that and put that in your hat. Like I said, I ain't perfect. I'm just like you guys. I struggle with things daily. Some things I have overcome, some things I have conquered. Some things come creeping back in, like weight gain. Depending on what you're going through in your life, you might experience some weight gain, even though you've lost a lot of weight. You might be a person that's been obese like me, and some of that weight came creeping back on you, just unsuspectedly, like, oh crap. That's where I found myself. I was like, oh crap. Especially after the pandemic. Once the pandemic set in and they shut all the gyms down, I was like, oh crap. Because I kind of knew where it would lead me to, and it was definitely a weight gain. It was slow and steady, but I definitely put on weight during that pandemic, and it was so hard for me to get it back off. It took so long until I just built up the motivation. Certain things happened in my life where I was just inspired, and it was just like, okay, now's the time. Now I have the time, the energy to focus on it. It wasn't like it was just all over the place. I just was able to just kind of snap. So guys, if you're struggling with these things, do not hesitate. I understand. You got somebody sitting here that's telling you they understand. I get it. You're human. Don't beat yourself up about it. Hold yourself accountable. And we can change these things if you just want to. You want to plant the right seeds. Water those seeds you want to water. The ones that you don't want to water, you let them suckers dry out in the sun. So with that being said, guys, I want y'all to remember, water the seeds you want to grow, and the other ones, those poisonous weeds that choke your thriving plants out, the ones you want to be fruitful, pluck those from your garden. Extract those from your life, one by one, little by little. And before you know it, you'll have a healthy garden. But you have to be wise enough to know the difference. Guys, I love y'all. Comment, like, subscribe. And if you feel froggy, hit that notification bell. I will be posting daily for at least 30 days. This is still day 19. It's going to be day 19/2. But however the less, we're going to be posting at least once a day for the next 11 days. So guys, peace, love, and I'll holler at you guys on the flip side.